What's up, y'all? So we're here in Denver, Colorado, and in this video, we're gonna go over what we do, how we do it, why we do it, and does it actually work? So make sure you stay tuned for the whole video. Now let's head inside to the office.
Pulling up deep, I'm never solo. Whole lot of fans in Abu Dhabi, la-di-da-di. Who wanna party? Coming in hot, it's like wasabi. Walking on waves like tsunami.
I remember 5 years ago, I was watching a video just like this. I was a broke college student working at UPS with no direction. This opportunity has absolutely changed my life. Why? Because it has no glass ceiling on what you can make, and it gives you a blueprint A to Z how to succeed. So our average agent makes $16,584 a month. It's insane. Our top closers make 25 to 50K, and elite closers make over $50,000 every single month. Now, nobody's special here, but we do work 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, but your work actually rewards you here. I wanna introduce you guys to a new agent who's been here only 6 months, and he's had insane results. So let's go meet Dom.
I got the vocab, it's a bleach, that's just failed. I receive it.
So I'm here with Dom, and he's only been here 6 months in the business. What's your story, man?
Yeah, I quit my job when my girl was like 5 months pregnant. I was super worried this wasn't gonna work out, but all it's done is work out.
That is the truth. What did you deposit your first month?
So I was on the free leads and I deposited $33,000 straight to the bank, pure profit.
That's actually like crazy. I've never heard of any opportunity where you can make that happen.
No.
Right, but what were you doing before this? And how is this opportunity different from that?
Yeah, man, so I was doing door-to-door solar. Nothing against it, it was a great opportunity, you know, I made 6 figures with that. But the difference between this and the door-to-door solar is with door-to-door, it takes like 3, 6, sometimes 9 months to get paid. It's seasonal because of the weather. Versus this, I think my first month, man, I got paid like 28 out of the 29 days of that month. It was insane.
Yeah. And Dom does have sales experience, that's why he has super crazy results. But most of the killers in this office have 0 sales experience. So let's go talk to Elias, and he's gonna break down what we do to get results like Dom.
Trying to get back to my ways.
All right, so I'm here with my boy Elias.
Yes, sir.
Help the people out. What do we do?
So we have the best job in the world, man. We sell life insurance. So we reach out to individuals who fill out a form and say, hey, I need help with life insurance. And it's easy as calling them and taking an order. So if you have a heart to serve, you can absolutely crush it here with us.
Before this, how much were you making, and what's your record month here?
Phew, dude, my last job, I only made $2,500 a month. I was struggling. Here, my biggest month is $35,000.
Dang, that's big. That's a big deal, man.
It is.
But the best part
It is.
Elias, Dom,
Yep.
they're not the only people winning. Let's check out like the other.
Come check out the guys, man. So we have our guy Cooper here. He used to play college basketball in Minnesota, and today's only Thursday. He's at $4,600 for the week. Our other guy Matt here, he's only been here for like 5 months. He was a bartender before this. He's at $4,500 for the week. Our guy Spencer's only 19 years old. He used to be homeless 3 months ago. Now he's making over $9,600 in the week. So we are not the only individuals winning. And so here at our Denver office, just in week 3, we're at over $510,000 for the week. The week's not even over yet. And that's between 23 different agents here in our Denver office. So the love is spread around everywhere.
100%. You want to be at a table where everybody gets fed, everybody eats, where everybody wins. And that's what we have going here. So I want to introduce you guys next to my good buddy Brian, and he's going to explain why life insurance.
Like tsunami. Trying to get back to my ways.
All right, so this next dude, I've known him since kindergarten. We've been friends for years, and he was pushing cars at Costco before this. The last 2 years, he's sold over $1 million in insurance. He's going to tell us why life insurance. Yo, BT, what's up? What's up, buddy?
How we feeling?
Feeling right, man. Break it down for the people, man. Why life insurance opposed to anything else?
Yeah, so the first thing that stood out to me was that this opportunity is recession proof. It doesn't matter what's happening in the economy. People are always demanding life insurance, and this is something that's super scalable as well. As long as you have your laptop, as long as you have your phone, you have Wi-Fi, then you can work from anywhere and you can help families in California the same day that you help somebody in New Jersey. So that's one of the biggest reasons why life insurance. Also, this is something that's super scalable. Like when you and I started originally, we were having to drive to people's homes, sit down with them face to face, and actually help them get their plan set up. But now everything's gonna be remote, so you can scale this business and teach other people how to sell a lot easier and make money a lot faster. The third thing is gonna be leads. Leads is something that you have to have in any business. That's your marketing. So people are always turning 65 and they realize that they need money for their family, or there's also people that have more money than they know what to do with and they want to figure out a way that they can grow their cash with a cash value life insurance product. So there's multiple different things that we could recommend to help the family. They just come to us and we're helping people that come to us. We're not cold calling or door knocking in order to be able to help the families that we serve. And the last thing is just the speed to pay. The payout is really quick and you're getting paid by Fortune 500 companies that have been in business for over a century. So no middleman handling your money, and we get paid out overnight. So you get paid really quickly and efficiently.
100%. When I first thought of life insurance, I was like, dude, am I gonna have to like sell my friends and family and sell these random people? And once I figured out that we have leads, that was a game changer for me. Now, can you tell everybody about what is our competitive advantage with all the different carriers we work with?
Yeah, so when I heard that we broker, we're actually shopping around to make sure that we're putting the clients in the best position possible, that made a big difference because I didn't want anybody that could come in behind me with the same product that I have or something better and undercut my deals and take the commission, right? So I also want to make sure that I'm putting the people that I'm helping in the best position. And in order to do that, you need to have a variety of different products and carriers. So we partner with the best carriers across the country, and we make sure that whoever we're working with are people that genuinely you would actually want to have insurance through. So really it just gives it that much more of a competitive edge.
Definitely, thanks for all the info, but Brian is gonna take you guys to what we call the bullpen, and he's gonna introduce you to some of the agents that are absolutely crushing it.
It's not easy like that. For real. My ex said leaving her with my biggest sale. I ain't see it like that.
All right, guys, so I'm here with Spencer, one of our top guys here in the office. Tell him a little bit about your story and getting rolling with us.
Yeah, so when I got started, it was a Thursday morning, and Brian calls me up, gives me the opportunity. I'm all the way back in Northwest Indiana. The same night at 9 p.m., I packed my bags and fully moved across the country to an office. I moved into the office, slept in the office on the couch for about a month, and yeah, that's what I did to get into this business.
So not everybody's gonna have to go homeless to get started, but whatever it takes, it's worth it, right?
Absolutely.
So for you, talk about your standards when you started actually selling and working with us to make sure that you actually maximize the opportunity early.
Yeah, so when I first started, I kind of came in with the mindset that I knew that if I could outwork everybody else, that the results would eventually show and I would eventually get paid what I was deserved. So my standards for myself were to work the 8 to 8 schedule that All Star pursues. And then after 8, I didn't just go home and go to sleep, right? At 9 p.m. I had a workout, and from 9 p.m. I would stay up until sometimes 3 or 4 in the morning watching Wiley Hawkins' trainings on YouTube, and that's what made me get to where I am today.
He's a dog, man. That's amazing, you guys. With that being said, when you get started with us, you have access to our ATM or our gold mine, which is a lead sheet that's gonna give you free leads so you can learn while you're earning. So for you, Spencer, how important was maximizing those free leads?
So a lot of agents, when I came in, I noticed that they kind of treated the free leads like they were free leads, right? Like they were washed up leads. I kind of flipped the switch in my mind that these aren't free leads and they are people that actually do need this insurance for them and their family. Once I was able to make that switch and work the hours that I was working, that's when I was actually able to maximize the amount of income I was able to get from the free leads.
And what was your result? What did you actually sell off of the free leads, and what did you actually deposit?
So my first full month ripping the gold mine, I was able to sell $23,000 worth of insurance, and I actually deposited to my bank account around $17,000.
That's amazing. So guys, your first 6 weeks with us, you're gonna get access to leads that are completely free. So it's your job to maximize that opportunity. With that money, you're gonna also use some of that to pay your bills and some to reinvest back into your business. So for you, you started buying leads just recently. Tell them kind of what you've actually spent this week for leads spend and what you've actually been able to sell off that.
So this week I've spent about $400 on leads, and I've written, today I just closed over 10K. I'm probably at $12,000 this week off of the leads that I spent, $400.
Most of our reps, you guys, they're investing around $1,000 and they're able to profit and deposit off of that around $6,000 to $7,000. So you have to feed your business in order to be able to actually grow your business, right? So we're gonna go over the leads and what the leads actually look like. As you can see, there's a lot of information that these people fill out. You get their name, you get their birthday, what part of the country that they're in, if they currently have coverage set up, what their need is for the coverage. You're gonna get their beneficiary, their marital status, and for some, even their budget. So guys, these people are filling out multiple things to let you know, hey, I need help. And your job is just to call them, get them on the phone, and walk them through a simple script, which is gonna break down what questions you need to ask them, what their concerns are, and making sure that you're putting the clients in the right product. So I'm gonna pass it off to Dom, and he's actually gonna go over the training schedule with our guy Alex and what it actually takes to master that script.
I remember when I started rapping and y'all started laughing, thought it was a
All right, y'all, so I get here at about 7:30 a.m. every day to make sure my guys virtually are trained. We do trainings Monday through Friday in the morning to make sure your knife's sharpened. But Alex, man, I know you had a little bit of a slower start. What kind of helped you with the trainings and the script that helped you get where you're at now?
Yeah, so we have trainings Monday, Wednesday, Friday on the allstardials.com, really plugged into those. I was listening to those on the way to work. And then, we do in-training in the office Monday through Friday as well. So I was really picking up everything well. I was getting some sales, but I just wasn't where I wanted to be. So I knew that something had to switch. And I knew that had to be putting in some effort outside of work. This isn't something where you can just come into the office, get a guaranteed paycheck, and it's all gonna pay out. I had to put in that work outside of office, so I was printing out the script that we have here. It's about 15 pages or so, just kind of breaks down everything. I printed that out on paper. I was literally walking my dog, reading the script, looking like a crazy guy. I was in the shower, saying the script to myself. I was pitching my girlfriend. And then on the drives to work, it was completely silent, no music, no trainings, just practicing the script over and over and over until I knew it front to back. Once that happened, where I knew it, I could say with my eyes closed, that's when everything changed, guys. That's when I started hitting those deposits, started seeing some money, started seeing some profit, and is only up from there.
All right, y'all, genuinely, this is the first job I've actually enjoyed coming to work every day, and that's because of the culture. The culture here is awesome. We're gonna pass it to Elias so he can show you why the culture is so awesome.
So we already put so much time together here in the office, working from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. that it's big that we have each other's back, not only here in the office, but outside of the office as well.
Turn up the bass in this place. Turn me up, take me to space. I'm saying, for heaven's sake, when I walk past, see the angel wings. And these robins, I seen all the craziest things. And these crazies, it seems they ain't never seen.
We have our guy JB here, and so JB played college football with Coach Prime for 4 years. So I just wanted to know, man, how does the culture compare when you were with the Buffs to our culture here at our office?
It was very demanding, but the hard work that you put in with your brothers day in and day out translates directly here. That's exactly what we do here. We lift each other up and we make it happen.
So I'm gonna pass it over to my guy, Jay Money. He's gonna go over our favorite part, which is how we get paid.
It's a whole lot of time that go in these verses for you to be cloning my journal.
All right, y'all, so let's go over the most important part of everything, which is how do we actually get paid? So let me break it down for you. Our average client will pay right around $100 a month, okay? And we get paid on the first full year of that premium. 100 times 12 is 1,200. Most people start at an 85% commission, okay? So off of that, you'll get 85%, and you get advanced 9 months in advance, so that's 75%. So $765 is what will get deposited into your bank account 1 to 3 days after the client makes their first premium. The next way we get paid is called back-end money. So the remaining $255 that was withheld from you will hit you months 10, 11, and 12. So there's been days where I haven't sold the carrier and I'll get a commission statement for $1,000, $2,000, or even $3,000. And I look, and that's back-end money. Like, that's not money that I've sold that week. It's from 9 months ago. And that's always been very solid, because the second you come in here and the first sale you make, you're already building passive residual income. That leads me to my next point, is we also get paid a residual on whole life policies. On average, it's around 3 to 6%. So call it 5%. In the 5 years I've been here, I've sold over $1 million. So 5% of $1 million is right around $50,000. That's double what I was making at UPS. That's passive income that I don't even have to work for. On top of that, we get paid a bonus from these different carriers and from the company as well. One thing I want to make clear is this is not a get rich quick scheme like crypto, drop shipping, trading, anything like that. This is a get rich eventually plan. We have a proven track record of over 500 people who have made a consistent and solid amount of income, but you just have to outwork, outlast, and outcompete everybody around you. All right, thanks y'all for watching the entirety of the video. I hope it answered most of your questions. So when you hop on the interview with myself, one of the managers, or one of the agents, please come with at least one question. Ask and you shall receive the answers. And we hope to see you guys soon. Get in some gong action.
Switch up on the team. Never in your dreams like a king. We gon' risk it all, we gon' sing. Let's go out to sushi, hit up Takashi. I know he's sick of me, caught out the fire.
I came out from the minimum wage in my pocket. I'm taking my rocket, I'm bringing my brothers. Y'all faking just talking me, getting them popping. On G finally dropping, I'm breaking this through like I'm ready to clock and I'm paying this due. Oh, I've been fed up, who's making these moves? Grabbing and taught me to say what is true.